Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Tales of Zestiria, the second season, Tales of Zestiria, the Cross second season, if anything, episode 12. Apparently, this is not the final episode, surprisingly. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that, Soraya feels guilty of seeing Denzo having to give up his life, but apparently Rose slaps some sense out of Soraya and tells him, we had no other option. If a seraph is not willing to make sacrifices, won't be able to change anything, and history will just repeat itself, And eventually, we get to know that they reach the Lord of Calamity, and we get to see a dragon going up head to head with the Lord of Calamity and gets defeated. Soraya, on the other hand, exchanged a couple words with the Lord of Calamity before he goes into a real fight with him, and eventually, he somehow managed to enter the Lord of Malevolence or Lord of Calamity's mind, and we get to know a history of why he became who he is today, which I was looking forward to. We had to it that Mikkel, who was the former seraph or former shepherd apparently, he was actually friends with the Lord of Calamity before then. But eventually he ends up betraying Mikkel in the end, and this gave him Lord Mikkel, or the former shepherd, great agony, as the village he raised and tries to make it for a coexistence for Seraphim and humans, it instead was used as bait to lure out an army, and ends up sacrificing the village and many others, especially when it comes to Mikkel-san, or the former shepherd's sister's baby, almost dead. But apparently he ends up going to the baby and ends up screaming out in total rage of what Roland, I think that's his name, or I don't know. All I know is the Lord of Calamity. He ends up cursing the Lord of Calamity with his life and the baby's and his sister's baby to be eternally to be in solitude for eternity, or eternity, forever, apparently. This caused the Lord of Calamity to be in great agonizing pain mentally, and ends up being the Lord of Calamity and ends up trying to destroy everything, Is the reason why he is today. But apparently we get to see that Soraya realizes that he was putting the malevolence away from everyone else to how am I supposed to say it? To cause less people harm, which shows a little more of a soft side. But apparently, even with the help of Rose and Lila with the help of Mikolo, Edna, and Zafiro, they still couldn't do any damage to him. So therefore, Soraya makes a big choice and so forth. He makes a contract with Safi, combining the elements of fire, water, wind, and earth to form into one armatization and purify the Lord of Calamity, which is the guy who betrayed Mikkel's son, etc. So it looks like to me it ended off in a cliffhanger where Soraya is about to go in his final battle, And apparently the final episode of Zestiria is supposed to be next month, apparently. I think on April 29th or so. So I just go are you freaking serious? My dear Lord. I actually read some news about this too, so yeah. The end is almost near, and I will be honest with you, I spoiled myself due to the fact of how things turned out way too fast, And apparently I actually know some other information too, but that is for the finale of Tales of Zestiria's final episode and so forth. So if anything else, it was a pretty rushed up episode anyway, and I did look at the story's game, etc., and it looks like to me things are going to be a little bit different from here on out possibly. So if anything else, I'll see you guys in my next video. So alright, I'm Alpha Zero, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out, bye bye.